Jennifer Hensel here of the Women in Podcasting Network, and I've had a lot of interest in my mini membership masterclass, and so I'm releasing it as an episode on the Women in Podcasting show to make it easy for you to listen to it. But if you do want to watch the video, go to womeninpodcasting.net and scroll down and you can see the masterclass there, or go to womeninpodcasting.show and it's an episode on the Women in Podcasting show. So wherever you're listening to this or watching this, I'd love to connect with you if you'd like to invite me onto your podcast or to your next event or summit to speak on this topic or other topics. You can find my bio at jenniferhensel.com or in the About section of the womeninpodcasting.net website. I'm so excited because I was just invited to speak at a summit with Les Brown and Lisa Sasovich. So I'm so excited about that. I'm excited for all of the collaborations and the summits that I'm in and being on other people's podcasts. So reach out. I'd love to connect. And here is the episode about creating your own mini membership and building a community around your podcast. Hope you enjoy.
Welcome to the Women in Podcasting Show. Enjoy inspiring stories, interesting interviews, and powerful strategies from women around the world. Jennifer Hensel spotlights today's top podcasters, new podcasters, and expert guests. Get tips for leveling up your life, gaining visibility, growing your business, monetizing your podcast, and so much more. We invite you to support women in finding their voice and sharing their passion. It's all about women empowering women.
Welcome everyone. Jennifer Hensel here. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I'm going to be talking with you about creating a collaborative and engaged community around your podcast or message that generates monthly reoccurring revenue for you. Now, I want to tell you my story of how I was able to go from part-time to full-time in my business by building communities around my message. I also want to share with you how I used my methods for gaining 100 paying members in 10 days when I launched my most recent micro membership for my podcasting community. I want to talk to you about why use a micro membership, and we'll chat about the myths and benefits of a mini membership. I'll let you know who should be using a micro membership, and then we'll explore the 5 steps to building a high-performing, low-cost, reoccurring micro membership, and find out my 12 tips for getting new members. I'll show you how a micro membership can be an essential piece of your sales funnel and marketing strategy, no matter what product, program, or service you already have in place, and no matter the niche or size of your audience. Be sure to download the workbook and the templates that go with this program. Members, you have immediate access to that. And for the best results, complete the action tasks at the end of each section of the workbook. If you're not a member yet, go to inspiredinfluencers.com and join one of my memberships or purchase this through our shop at inspiredinfluencers.com. One last housekeeping note, I use mini and micro interchangeably. So it means the same thing in this teaching. Mini membership, micro membership is a low-cost, reoccurring, continual intake membership model. My name is Jennifer Hensel, and I'm a podcaster, best-selling author, and founder of Inspired Influencers and the Women in Podcasting VIP Club. I host and produce the Inspiring Influencers show, where my husband and I interview thought leaders about today's top marketing and mindset strategies, and you can find that at inspiring.show. And I also host the Women in Podcasting show, where you can get tips about podcasting and guesting at womeninpodcasting.show. My mission is to lift women's voices everywhere because your story matters, and now more than ever, people need to hear your message. And I want to talk with you about building a community around that message. I want you to know that I've been where you are, and I want to help you with monetizing your message by creating captivating communities that convert and that release the results you've been looking for, so you can increase your impact and live a life you love. For many years, I was unfulfilled in my work and life. Over the years, I worked in corporate government and nonprofits, and I was constantly upgrading my credentials to get a better and better job, all while working my side gig. and I was overworked and exhausted. But I figured it out, and I want to share my story and what prompted the big mindset shifts in me that made all the difference, and the strategies of how I finally made things happen. I uncovered some damaging myths and discovered some life-changing truths. For me, it all started when one day I received a phone call that no one wants to hear. It was my husband's boss, and he said I had to come to the hospital right away because my husband had been in a very bad accident. And when I finally got to him in the hospital, I didn't recognize him at first. He was covered in blood and his chest and body were all caved in. He had been crushed by thousands of pounds of wood. They said his lung was punctured and he had breaks and fractures throughout his body and a number of other things, but thankfully he survived. The days and weeks and months following his accident were extremely difficult on the whole family. My husband was left with multiple injuries. He showed so much courage and determination. The whole thing really blew up my life, but it also reignited some kind of light within me. I had had enough of not living life the way that I had imagined. One of the things that really impacted me was the communities my husband was involved in before his accident now rallied around him. He was a football announcer and coach, and football coaches and players would come around and say, "We're here for you, Coach Paul." It made me realize that I had isolated myself. I had allowed myself to get stuck behind my screens, stuck in my job, stuck in my life. Have you ever felt stuck? I realized that one of the things I was missing was that sense of community in the business world. So the first thing I did was create a community. I invited local business owners to join me for lunch one day, and to my surprise, 50 business owners showed up. And it was clear to me that there was a need for deeper connection. Imagine that. I wasn't the only one. That one meeting turned into a group, and that group turned into a network with the mandate of creating a circle of support for entrepreneurs. I created multiple chapters in many cities throughout my region. I found out that for anything to work, you need to be part of a community. You need to build your circle of support around yourself. It will not build itself, and people will help you if you show up to be helped. I approached the concept of community with fresh eyes. I experienced the value of being connected and supported, and I learned how to collaborate rather than compete. The community and platform I built not only helped me, but I was able to help my husband go from an injured mill worker to an international speaker. He's even done a TED Talk, and I helped him publish a book about our story called Crushed Alive, a true story of the journey from tragedy to triumph. If you're like me, it's all about family and finding more time freedom for you and them. I ended up running that particular network for over 6 years and planned and promoted over 500 events of all sizes. I sold that network, and that experience really showed me how to build a community. I've built several communities, including a global network of women podcasters and expert guests, and at the time of this recording, we have over 7,000 women in our Facebook group and 200 paying members. To achieve those goals, I had to actively flip the scripts in my mind. You know, the ones that say, you have to do everything on your own, you don't need other people, you have to be polished before you show up. Quite the opposite. You have to be you to show up. That's it. That's all it takes is for the real you to stand up, and you will find your friends and following and a place to call home. Hustling alone on your island won't get you very far, but walking the path and climbing the mountain with like-minded people will make the journey more enjoyable and take you places you can't imagine. So here's the thing. You've taken the brave leap of using your voice to express yourself and tell your story, and now it's time to take the leap and take your podcast or your message or your show or whatever your venture is to the next level. If you want your podcast or your show or your guesting opportunities or your modality or your movement to be as successful as it can be, you need to build a community around it. So let me ask you some questions. Do you want to use your podcast or your guesting opportunities to turn your side gig into a full-time income? Or maybe you've gone full-time and you're wondering why you've been doing so much work but not getting your desired results. Do you feel like you're investing in all the recommended learning and programs and things still aren't unfolding the way you want? Most importantly, is what you're doing right now working for you? What if there's a different way? Maybe you just need some small tweaks to elevate your whole situation. I've found that I reach a point where I need help to connect the dots and fill in the gaps before I can move to the next level. I reach out to someone who's been there and done that, someone who is where I want to be. So I want to be that person for you, to give you a map and help you reach your destination. If you've struggled with any of those things I mentioned, or something similar, it's because you need to build a thriving and engaged community around your message, not only around your expertise and knowledge and niche, but what do you stand for? How do you want people to feel? How do you want to change the world? People can get information anywhere. What people are craving now is to be part of a movement that aligns with their values and helps them create the outcomes and a life they want. I'm here to help you with all that, so if you want to know my map for success, stay with me. I'm going to tell you all the secrets and strategies. I want to give you my framework for creating more impact and more influence so you can do the same. My passion is to help you break through and experience success, whatever that looks like for you. It's all about creating the abundance and time freedom you've been looking for. So whether you're just starting out or you've been trying every strategy out there, you will find nuggets just for you in this training. So let's chat about some myths. Myth number 1. The myth that the one who teaches the most, the one who creates the best website and all the best social content, the myth that the one who hustles to the point of exhaustion makes the most money and freedom. But it's just not true. I was hustling 12, 14, 16 plus hours a day, and the problem was I was trying to do everything alone. But that led me to discover a profound truth that changed my life, which was being part of a community and creating communities for others. Myth number 2, build it and they will come. We've all heard that saying, right? And what I've noticed is I've seen a lot of people taking a course on building a course, and they build the most beautiful course with overflowing offerings, or they create a magnificent webinar funnel that nobody sees, or they write a book that no one seems to buy or read, and so on. I see people taking course after course after course, trying to fill the gaps and thinking, if I just plug into this next strategy, it's all going to happen for me. If any of those things aren't working for you, it's because you need to build a community first and introduce people to what you offer. The missing piece is a community. Introduce the people in your community to what you offer rather than trying to reach the whole world. Myth number 3. You need a massive following to start a micro membership. No, you can build them at any level, no matter how many followers you have, no matter how many subscribers or downloads you have in your podcast, and no matter how many views you have in your videos. You can create and scale a thriving community from a small number of people. Myth number 4, memberships are expensive and complicated to set up. No, memberships don't have to be complicated. Not mini memberships. That's the thing. A mini membership could be the answer for you. It can be low tech and just give people a sliver of some of the assets you've already created. There are many membership applications today that you can invest in at different levels, or you can start with zero membership budget by just putting files in a private Facebook group or file sharing platform. That's a completely free option. Myth number 5, no one will want to be part of my community, or there are too many communities. No, people are craving connection now more than ever. A community is a group of people who share a common factor that unites them. All you need is a common interest that binds them together. It's your tribe, it's your people. When you're with these people, it feels like your home. It's your job as the community leader to create that level of comfort for your members. It's about nurturing a culture of support, encouragement, and accountability. Okay, let's chat about who this is for. Who should be using a mini membership? My methods are for anyone who wants to leverage their expertise to generate more impact and influence and rise to the top in their niche. So I'm talking about leaders, coaches, consultants, strategists, speakers and trainers, service providers, business owners, solopreneurs, experts of all kinds. Most of my members are people just like you who want to generate extra income from their expertise and content so they can help others, spread awareness, and create abundance for themselves, their loved ones, and those they serve and teach. One thing is for sure, most of you are here today because you're pursuing your dreams and you want a life of freedom and helping others. No one is here today to be fake. Being a true leader and a true influencer is all about authenticity and vulnerability. It's about being genuine and real with others. You are your brand. When you shine brightly and reveal your uniqueness to the world, that's what is going to enable everything else you put in place to work. That's going to be the fuel that ignites everything else. And always be open to learning. Don't regret anything you've learned. All your learning can bear fruit. You either earn or you learn, right? So nothing is a waste. So who is this training not for? This is not for anyone who doesn't want to make money. So if you have money blocks or hesitations about generating income or from making money from your expertise, if you don't want to do that, then go now. This is not for you. Go take a money blocks mindset course and then come back to this. Or if you feel any kind of prickly feelings about offering a low-cost, accessible option that's easy for you and your members, then this is also not for you. But if you want to make a foundational income for yourself and your family, or even a cause, perhaps you want to raise funds for a cause or a nonprofit, if you don't need money, then you can use this to raise funds for other people in need as well. So why have a mini membership? Let me tell you some more truths and benefits I discovered about micro memberships. Building a loyal community. It's an opportunity to connect with your ideal audience in a deeper way. When people enroll in your membership, they are committing their time and money to focus on what you're teaching and offering. You provide them with exclusive content and a place to network with like-minded people and get their questions answered. They will be more engaged and attentive. It allows you to not only build a community that fills your funnel, but fulfills your purpose. Monetization. Micro memberships can be a stream of income you can rely on month after month. Members pay a low monthly reoccurring membership fee, and it's literally a no-brainer. People don't have to think twice. You could say your membership can become your base income or your foundation, but I like to call it my fountain. It's the funds I can count on to, 1, build my business, 2, fund other projects, and 3, cover basic expenses. It's an entry-level offer providing you with one more stream of income in your mix of monetization strategies. It's an alternative. If you have a podcast or show, a micro membership can be a very effective alternative to sponsorships and other traditional forms of creator income. Opportunities to upsell. I find in most cases it's best to use your show to promote freebies and low-cost offers. Then once people are on your list and in your community and enrolled in your mini membership, you can upsell your higher ticket offers such as other memberships, masterminds, group coaching, strategy sessions, and one-on-one coaching. As members, they are already warm leads who are more likely to buy from you when you offer something they can use. You can also pitch products and services that are available for members only. Low overhead and passive income. Of all the monetization strategies online, memberships are one of the most profitable because there is little overhead. Once you set it up and automate it, you can just focus on the fun stuff of connecting and collaborating with people. Time freedom. Mini memberships are mostly automated. Don't forget, as the price goes up in your offerings, you and your time are more involved. So as the price increases, you are more present in the process. Your low-cost mini membership is a lead generator for your masterclass or your group coaching, and then that leads to your highest ticket offers of one-on-one coaching and other things. Your entry-level offers should always be supported by a lot of automation to free up your time so you can thrive in your zone of genius. Low attrition. People sign up and stay enrolled. There's less turnover with this method. Building your credibility. As the community leader, you will be seen as a helpful expert in your niche. You will lock in the know, like, and trust factor. They will come to know you and trust you which makes it more likely that they will buy from you and tell others about you. Easy to scale. The top thought leaders love memberships because it's a business model that can scale with your business as your business grows with a little extra effort. So as you grow your community, your monthly income increases. You get a raise for being a good community leader. Okay, here's my number one favorite benefit of many memberships: attracting JV partners. When you build a thriving community, it will get the attention of influencers and thought leaders. It can help you get your foot in the door and open amazing opportunities. I've had some mind-blowing collaborations, and I've been able to get speakers at my events and guests on my podcasts that I wouldn't have gotten if I hadn't built a thriving community. It's proof of your skills in action. Anyone can look and see for themselves what you've built. Your community is a reflection of you. As you can see, a mini membership can be an essential piece of your sales funnel and your marketing strategy, no matter what product, program, or service you already have in place. 5 steps to building a high-performing, low-cost, reoccurring micro-membership. Being an entrepreneur, creator, or podcaster can be isolating at times, so I want to give you some strategies for growing a community around yourself and your message while generating more impact and influence. Running a mini membership is a great way to build an additional income stream and nurture relationships with your ideal audience. It takes a bit of planning and work to set up at first, but once it's up and running, you can engage your audience more effectively. Here are some steps to quickly and easily set up your membership. Know yourself and your audience. Know your passion and decide on a topic to focus on. Your topic shouldn't be too general, and it'll be generic and hard to compete with others. Niche down. The best practice is to go with a niche within a niche. You must continually seek a better understanding of your audience and tweak your offerings towards what they want and need. Then explore your niche and identify your ideal audience. What kind of help do they need? What information are they looking for? How can you help them? Think about your membership from your user's point of view and what would you want out of a low-cost membership if you joined. So let me introduce you to my influence formula. Write this down. Flow plus focus plus framework equals influence and freedom. Imagine an infinity loop. On one side, flow. Your flow is your inspiration, your ideas, your passion. If you don't know what your passion is, ask yourself, what really fires you up? What makes you uniquely you? On the other side of the infinity loop is focus. Focus is your clarity around who you are serving, who you're doing this for, who is your ideal audience, and what is their pain, problem, and pleasure. What's their biggest struggle? What are they trying to solve or achieve? And where are they trying to go? What's their desired destination? And what do they want the journey to look like? When you know your ideal audience, you achieve focus and clarity around how you are expressing your message. If you're already one of my members, you can access my avatar kit, which has 50 questions to ask yourself, writing prompts about your audience to help you really zero in and identify your ideal audience. That's a really important key to monetizing any part of your message or movement. Your story, your words, and your content have power. They have a power to influence, and they have a power to inspire change, inspire movement. So that's why focus and clarity are so important. What I've noticed in my life and business and also in my members and clients is your infinity loop needs to be in alignment. It needs to be balanced. You need synergy and balance between your flow and your focus, both sides of the infinity loop. Or what will happen? Well, if you only focus on your passion and you refuse to consider your audience, well, you just aren't going to make much money. On the flip side of that, if you're only going to focus on your audience and you just want to do something that's going to make money, as I've heard many times, and you ignore your inner journey and passions, what happens? I know you know what happens. Burnout. It doesn't work, right? If one side is too heavy, your zone of genius can't shine. You will not achieve influence. So seek alignment and synergy and balance between your flow and your focus. Framework. Let's talk about your framework. When your flow and your focus are in alignment, when they're aligned, you're able to build a framework that will help you to manifest your wisdom into the world and generate income. It's your systems, your methods, your modalities, your products, services, and offerings, your pricing, your payments, your profit. When both sides are aligned and balanced, the flow and the focus, you can better create solutions that are resonating with your inner self, your higher self, and that resonate with your audience. Because that alignment is your purpose manifesting itself in the world. Now, when your flow, your focus, and your framework are in harmonious movement around your infinity loop, everything's working together, that's when you're going to achieve influence and freedom. On to number 2 of the 5 steps to building a high-performing, low-cost, reoccurring micro-membership. Understand your membership model. There are many types of membership models available, but what I'm recommending here is a continual intake, low-cost, reoccurring mini membership. Continual intake is where there's no start or end date and people can jump in at any time. It's easy for you to deliver and it's easy for your members to access. The less hurdles for someone to join, the better. Let's talk about pricing. An important part of the strategy is a low-cost payment structure. So low cost is $7, $10, or $12 per month. Try to keep it below $15. So your mini membership should have a very entry-level price point to get people into your community. Decide how much of a foundation, or as I like to say, fountain, you want per month, and then divide that by the number of members you need to get. So for example, if you want to make a $2,000 base to just use for basic operational costs just for yourself, then you would need 200 members at $10 a month, right? Or if you want 5,000 per month, then that would of course be 500 members at $10 a month, just for an example. And this is very achievable through social media and today's online advertising opportunities, because now your job is just to drive people to a $10 offer, right? Make it as easy as possible for members to join. No extra fees, one low cost. People can cancel anytime. Make sure that's very clear and put that into place. Every person's business is different and it depends on your circumstances, and you can certainly customize it to align with your goals and member needs, of course, because every business is so different. But be aware that if you start incorporating additional steps, such as an initial setup fee, for example, or sign-up fee, or other barriers, then your conversion rates are going to go way down. Continually let your mini membership members know about your higher ticket services, memberships, masterminds, courses, or coaching on an ongoing basis. You are there to serve them, and they do want your help. So do not hesitate or drop the ball at this point and not go to the next level. After all, that's why they're in your community. They look to you as a leader. It's not about selling, it's about serving the world with your gifts. Also, how does ditching the launch cycle sound? Get your time back and enjoy this much easier, evergreen approach. Or if you love launching, no problem, that's great too. The good news is a mini membership is a much easier entry-level offer in your funnel that you can use to drive loyal followers to your launches. This model, method, and strategy is an easier option all around. Step number 3. Choose your platform and build your membership site. There are many software programs and applications and services available. Thinkific, Kajabi, HubSpot, and then Wishlist, iMember, and MemberPress are all WordPress plugins. So if you have a WordPress website, those are plugins. Actually, those plugins now work with some of the other sites like Wix and Squarespace as well. So just check with your provider, your host, your website host, and see which plugins they recommend for you. And I use one called Membership Works. That's the one I use, Membership Works. It's also a WordPress plugin. It's used by a lot of chambers of commerce, associations, and nonprofits. Those types of places use it, and companies like mine. It's more for building large networks and communities. That's why I love it and I use it. So when I had my large business network, which was like a chamber or an association, it was the ideal choice. Even though my business is primarily online now, it's proving to still be the best option for me. But you need to choose what's best for you according to your host and the features that you need. Membership Works doesn't have an affiliate program, so I'm not making anything from referring you to this or for telling you about it, but it comes with extra features that give it a very professional, high-end membership feel. So, for example, they have a membership directory built in, events platform, a whole events platform built in. People can register and then become members, and all that is all connected. There's a calendar built in, plus all the advanced membership management features you could ever want. Step number 4, member perks, assets, and content. Provide value-added content from your expertise that supports the content of your show and your niche. Focus on serving your members with exclusive assets that are easy for them to download, such as templates, courses, checklists, workbooks, journals, audios, and guides. Add challenges, videos, lives, and Zoom meetings for extra value and memorable member experiences. Step number 5, write your copy, invite, and attract. Write copy for your sales pages, download pages, email autoresponders, and other marketing materials. Make sure your marketing content explains to potential members the benefits they can expect from joining. Focus on writing the best copy possible, as this is what will entice people to sign up. Make it concise and to the point. Focus on the most important and impactful benefits and results. Your copy should convey the vibe of your group. Your copy is your salesperson. Keep tweaking it until you get enough sales conversions to reach your goals. Once people have a way to join, pay, and access content, your membership site is up and running. Now all you need to do is drive traffic to it and moderate. Your content reflects the culture of your community. Infuse your style into your content. Be inspiring, uplifting, motivating, empowering, and/or humorous. This is your time to shine. Members, remember to do your action steps and exercises for this section in the workbook. If you're not a member yet, go to inspiredinfluencers.com and you can download the workbook that goes with this video, as well as the templates. 12 tips for getting new members. You have your topic idea, and the next big challenge is to get people to sign up and join your membership. Here are 12 easy methods you can do to drive quality leads to your membership site. Number 1, create a Facebook group. Lots of people out there already have groups. And maybe you're wondering why you're not getting any results. The key is don't let your group be overrun by mass postings. There are different types of groups for different purposes, so mass postings don't achieve those deeper connections and relationships because people's posts get drowned in an ocean of people who post and run. Groups that have mass postings fulfill a different purpose. To accompany a mini membership, you need a community building group. To foster community, you need to have some, what seem like strict rules, but guidelines that people follow to connect effectively. For example, in my Women in Podcasting group, I don't allow mass postings. Instead, in the Women in Podcasting group, we have daily threads where people can post in the comments and connect with each other there. Also, stay consistent with your niche. For example, my Women in Podcasting group is for podcasters and expert guests to connect with each other directly. So I don't allow VAs, reps, or service providers who want to sell podcasting services, for example. There are groups for that, but ours is very niched down, very specific, so that podcasters and expert guests aren't getting so many solicitations from service providers. That helps us stay focused and niche down in our content and in the vibe of the community. It's a very community feel, very supportive and encouraging and not salesy. So lots of connections are made that way in the comments of our daily posts. Hundreds and hundreds of people have messaged me thanking me for the group and told me about the connections they've made. So try to build a community-focused group, and one way to do that is not have mass postings. Now, the other thing too is I do, like I said, have a thread every day where people post underneath, and what I've created is a templates pack that helps you with those daily and weekly posts, because what I found is it's taken me years to really perfect them in a way that builds this kind of community. So if you're interested in that package, make sure to go to inspiredinfluencers.com and join one of my memberships. Number 2, be active on social media. Post your content and your show clips everywhere on all the socials that you like to use. Post clips from your own podcast. If you're a guest on other people's podcasts, you can post that too. Posting helpful or entertaining clips in your socials gives you credibility and further helps to build relationships through genuine interaction with others. If you don't have video with your podcast already, then you can use apps like Headliner to generate eye-catching clips that turn your audio into a visual waveform over an image, so it essentially becomes a video. Also, in your social profiles, be sure to include a link to your membership where people can sign up. I see so many speakers, coaches, podcasters, and creators who don't have their show or their website or their membership listed in their profile. So if someone wants to work with you or listen to your podcast or join your membership, for example, they're going to look you up on Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram or where you spend most of your time. That's how people start to connect with you. So if those links aren't there, it stops the whole process for a number of your potential leads. So make sure to add your links in your social profiles. Number 3, offer an enticing freebie or lead magnet. Once you get people onto your email list, it's easy to upsell them to your mini membership. One of the simplest and most effective methods is to offer something as an incentive for signing up. Offer a guide or a checklist or other download that can be automated and that doesn't cost you anything to provide. People love to get something for free, and it offers a taste of your expertise. Other ideas include a deep discount or a free trial. Remember, don't give away too much. You don't want to use everything up in your freebies. You want to save something for your mini membership and other offerings. Once people are on your list, you can tell them about your membership and other higher ticket items. Number 4 is your email list. This goes hand in hand with number 3 because your email marketing platform brings everything together. It's how people can opt into your list and how you can deliver the freebies. Create a number of autoresponders. So one can be for your potential members who opt into your lead magnet. And then another autoresponder could be for new members to orient them to your membership so they can easily find everything. I use Constant Contact to build my own list and monetize my podcast and monetize my message and platform and my content. Capturing leads and growing my list allows me to get to know my audience on a deeper level and build meaningful relationships with them. I've created many communities using this tool. Check the links in this video if you want to learn more about the email marketing tool that I've been using. Number 5, engage your listeners and members. Get listeners to provide you with questions and feedback. You can use SpeakPipe or Pod Inbox to collect people's recorded messages and then play them on your own show. Do shout-outs to your listeners and members. Share clips of your shows and ask those who you interview to share them. Cultivate a culture of collaboration and connection. Nurture a loyal and engaged community filled with opportunities for supporting one another. Offering opportunities for connection and collaboration is a win-win-win for everyone. Be a leader who encourages others to be leaders. Number 6, your blog and show notes. Mention your membership everywhere. Don't forget to include it in all your show notes. Write about related topics in your blog and include links there. Focus on listener questions and problems and offer solutions through your blog posts and episodes. Make sure they're packed with valuable information, tips, and resources, and always include a call to action with a link to your membership. Number 7, videos, lives, and Zooms. If you have an audio podcast, consider adding video. It's easier now than ever with audiogram creators such as Headliner to create videos from your audio recordings. Create clips and post them on YouTube, TikTok, and in Reels and Stories on Instagram and Facebook. In addition to clips, take one customer problem or question and address it on a video. Offer a solution and tell people they can find more exclusive content in your membership. Number 8, collaborate and cross-promote. Join forces with other entrepreneurs and podcasters and promote to each other's audiences. Swap interviews and promotional opportunities like giveaways and summits. Number 9, offer free educational opportunities. For example, offer a free 5-day challenge or a summit or a webinar where you can teach something related to your topic and answer questions. While the event is focused on a specific topic and helping your participants solve their problems, mention your membership and tell people what benefits they can get from joining and how it can further solve their problem. Number 10, schedule a meetup. It's time to consider going offline again. Events are on their way back. Consider doing live in-person events in addition to your online events. Networking is key to not only the growth of your business, but to your well-being. People join networks and communities not only to promote their business and their offerings and their podcasts and shows, but to connect with their peers, bounce ideas off them, get support and encouragement. And the culture flows between our online and offline events. Number 11, referral program. Offer your existing members a gift or incentive for referring others to your membership. It should be an exclusive item that's not available anywhere else. It's just for those who share and bring in new members. For example, samples, a digital info product or course, a discount on products or events, something easy for you to give and for them to receive. You will not offer financial compensation for this level of a referral. So I'm not talking about commission-based referral programs. This is a gift-based referral program. Also, never give away your coaching. Never give away your time. Never, never, never. Micro memberships are built to give you more time and freedom. They're more of a passive revenue and to grow your community, not to use more of your time. Also, related to this, now I love affiliate programs. I generate income from them from being an affiliate, but I don't recommend free trials or affiliate programs for micro memberships. Because it's a low cost entry level item that you're offering, price point, you don't want to have an affiliate program on that. You would use your affiliate program in higher ticket offers. Number 12, get the right system in place. This is your framework and automation is key. So I want to share two really important resources with you, a resource and a teaching. So stick around because I'm still going to show you the Royal Funnel. So first, check out my Tools I Love page on my website. So it's inspiredinfluencers.com/tools. And I always update that. It has all the links of the tools I recommend and that I'm actually using in my business on a daily, hourly basis. So go take a look at that list and see if any of those tools can help you today. The more you invest in tools that work and get a system in place that works for you, the more you're going to be able to shine and work in your zone of genius. It's going to free up your time for you. Royal Funnel. Okay, so the second thing is I'm going to introduce you to my Royal Funnel. I'm so excited to show this to you. This is my system because it's really important for you to see how the mini membership fits into your business. You need to know the flow of your customers, how your customers flow through your business. So let's go take a look at that. We can look at it as a flow chart from one step to the next, as you can see here. We can also look at it as a value ladder. So each step you go, the higher the price is, and the more you are involved as a person. The more your time is involved, the more your expertise is involved. So you're actually showing up, conducting meetings or coaching sessions. I like to think of it as a hand of cards. Imagine a full house hand of cards, a winning hand of cards. And if you're missing one of those, it's not a winning hand. So take a look at the funnel and see if you're missing any important cards, steps, aspects of the funnel that you need to be plugging into and paying attention to and adding to your current mix. If you have something to offer the world, let's get this going for you. It's time for you to learn how it all works together properly and profitably rather than being torn in different directions by different strategies, right? So let me just tackle a myth here before we move forward. Funnel is the F word. Funnel gets a bad rap sometimes, but don't get hung up on words. If you want visibility for your offer or your cause, you need to have some systems in place. We recommend automating part of your process so you have more time to do what you love, right? And systems and automation are not bad words. They're just tools that allow you to reach more people. Systems, structures, strategies, automation processes, blueprints, roadmaps, formulas, and funnels are not bad words. These are real and proven business strategies that free up your time for living in your passion and spending more of it with others. A funnel is just a map of how your customers move through your business. And if you don't know how they move through your business, how will the customer be clear about it? So you need absolute clarity about it. So this is just one way of documenting it, getting clarity around it, understanding it. So we start at the top where content is king. And that's where all of your social posts, all your content, it's where you find your voice and create visibility. Imagine at the top all the sources where you get your leads, networking, social media, all those different places, all the places where you've put your content or your message out into the world, and now they're pouring like a bucket into the top of your funnel. The next one is Prince of Passive Income, and that's just another level in your funnel. So your mini membership could fall in this area because you're going to go from a freebie to your lowest cost offer, and then the person's going to move from there to Princess of Programs. This is where your masterminds and your group coaching comes in. It's a higher price, and also you are more involved. Your time is more of a commodity within that pricing. And the next one is Jack of Joint Ventures. Now, when you have a proper funnel in place, you're going to attract other thought leaders in your niche and other complementary niches. You're going to attract influencers. People with a platform can tell when you have your platform set up properly, when you have a funnel in place, when you have proper mechanisms in place to serve people properly. It's not about how you're making money. It's when you have certain systems in place, people know you're going to be taking care of members properly. People don't want to refer to people if they don't have the systems in place because the people aren't going to be taken care of, right? It's not going to flow properly. It's not going to look professional. Or when you have a proper system set up, a proper funnel, it is readily, I can tell right away if someone has a funnel or not and if it's set up properly. So when you have all these pieces in place, you're going to attract better opportunities, better collaborative opportunities, better affiliate program opportunities, better giveaway partnerships, and all those kinds of things. This is my favorite part of business, is connecting with people, connecting with my peers, and serving people together, and just getting to know people and seeing all the wonderful things that so many people are making out there and creating out there to make the world a better place. So I just love Jack of Joint Ventures. It's so awesome. This really starts to fill out the more you get the other pieces in order, and then you can really thrive. When you get running at this part in the Jack of Joint Ventures, this is where your business is going to really shine. And so building your mini membership, that is one of the main keys to make this all come together and lead you towards these better opportunities. So I want to help you fill in the gaps. I want to navigate you through all the different options so you can create a system that works for you. I want to give you direction along the path. And I want to give you the tools that you need along your journey to infuse joy into your journey, to have success along your journey and get to your destination. I want to help you around the maze. I know the maze. I know my way around the maze. I have been online doing online marketing since the beginning of the internet. I remember sitting at my desk waiting for the internet to drop by my local internet provider. I can help you navigate around the maze and get a system in place that works for you. I want to help you connect the dots. I have the knowledge and the experience, but I also have the creativity and the wisdom to assess your specific situation and create a plan that's personalized just to you. I want to help you unlock your potential. So I want to invite you to my community. Get access to the tools I create for myself, for my own business, that I test so they're ready to share with you. Get access to the resources to help you grow your own community the way I have, and I'm able to do it whenever I want. I could start a community about anything I wanted, so I can show you how to do the same. I'm continually adding templates, products, and programs into the resource section in the Academy. I have 3 levels of membership. The first one is my 4-month accelerated one-on-one mentorship program. I created the 4-month method. where I'll do an assessment and I'll create a personalized map just for you to fill in any gaps. And this is going to include a week by week list of activities and tasks. And then we're going to have an accountability call every 2 weeks. So this includes 8 calls within the 4 months over Zoom, face to face. And so we're going to be talking about your tasks. Have you done them? Are you going to do them? How to do them? And I'm going to give you my own expert guidance, proven strategies. You're going to get increased clarity and focus. You're going to accelerate your progress. Your learning curve's going to move way up. You're going to get lifetime access to my entire academy. So that's beyond the 4 months. You'll continue with access to the academy. You're going to expand your network and get new potential partner opportunities. Because I'll just give you an example. I pull from my membership whenever I have opportunity. So for example, 2 recent ones, I was asked to do a podcasting panel at a large women's event here in the Fraser Valley, where I live. And so I looked in my membership and I pulled 8 women podcasters from my membership. I go to my membership first whenever I have opportunities come up. So the same thing happened with PodFest, one of the largest podcasting events in the world. I was asked to lead the Women in Podcasting track. So I've organized panels and breakout sessions, and I went to my membership database first and pulled my women from my membership and invited them to come speak on stage with me in PodFest. I have 10 speakers in my Women in Podcasting track from my membership. So I can't guarantee opportunities. I don't know opportunities that are coming my way. I know I will have lots more opportunities. I get more and more opportunities all the time. But it's all about connection. When you join a community, it's really important that you look at the connections and how it can help you and how you can help others. So it's just as much what you can give as what you can receive. I can help you create a winning game plan. In my one-on-one mentorship program, which is $10K. It's a $10K program, $10,000 for 4 months. You get the assessment, the custom plan, the Zoom calls, everything I mentioned before. And I only have 5 spots available coming up. And they're opening on July 5th. That's July 5th, 2022. So if you're listening to this at a later time, then just check with me or check on my site as to when the next available spots are becoming open. And so those are only 5 spots for that. All right, the other level down does not include any one-on-one time with me or any of the things I listed above, except lifetime access to my academy and all my tools that I create. So anytime I create a course like this, workbooks, templates, I'm constantly creating templates. If I create a bunch of templates for myself, I will offer those to members and let them have them. So it's, if I create packages, for example, my podcasting templates package with Canva templates, my affirmations Canva templates, and all my email templates. So also copywritten templates and things like that. So emails, sales copy, all those kinds of things. It's all in there. Plus programs. I have full programs. I have a full story academy that teaches you how to create a signature story for a book or a talk. That's a whole giant program just in itself. All of my programs you would have access to for life. Anything I ever release in the future and anything I've released in the past, you will have access to it with the lifetime membership. It's normally $19.97, but today you can have $1,000 off and you can get in for $9.97. That's a great deal. So this is also available at $97 a month, but most people take this offer when I have it, the discount. I don't offer it very often, but you can get $1,000 off today if you choose this option. It's the lifetime membership. It doesn't come with any of my one-to-one, but it does come with all my tools for life. And so that's $1,000 off if you use this discount code right here, JH1000 for 1,000. So JH1000. It's $1,000 off my lifetime membership. So it's normally $19.97. You get $1,000 off. It's $9.97. No matter what your story is, no matter what your niche, you can start building your community today. And so all the tools that I use to build communities are in there. I even have a course on how to create a course, all kinds of tools and templates in there. And that's a one-time payment, by the way. That's one-time payment. There is one other level, though. And so the other level is if you're a podcaster only. This is my mini membership. It's niched for podcasters, only women podcasters. It's $7 a month. So if you're a woman podcaster, I'm going to give you a selection of my tools from my academy that are vital to having a podcast. So I have a beginner's guide for podcasting. It's called Podcasting on Purpose. I've got templates to help set up your cover art and to promote your episodes. And I have email templates for emailing guests to get high-profile guests on your show, on your podcast. And so that is for women podcasters, only $7 a month. You can get that. So you can find all these memberships on my website at inspiredinfluencers.com. I really hope you enjoyed this training today. I would love to connect with you. If you want to join either my mentorship program or my Lifetime Academy program, or if you're a podcaster and you want to join my podcasting community, just reach out to me if you have any questions. I would love to answer any of your questions and connect with you. I love connecting with entrepreneurs and podcasters, so just reach out if you have any questions. Thanks so much for listening. Bye for now. You can find all the links we mentioned today in the show notes at womeninpodcasting.show. We'd love your follows, subscribes, and positive reviews. They help us to elevate women's voices everywhere. I invite you to join our community in the Women in Podcasting Facebook group and VIP club at womeninpodcasting.club.